my channel. If you're new here, go ahead, hit the subscribe button so you don't ever miss an upload from me. And if you're an OD but a goodie, thank you so much for coming back for another video. Alright guys, so today I have a drugstore makeup tutorial for you guys. It is 100% drugstore. I used all drugstore products and I actually really like the way that this look turned out. The only thing I was a little bit disappointed by was the powder that I used for my under eye, because I kind of feel like it changed the color and it didn't make it as bright as I would like. But other than that, I am really impressed with the products that I used and just overall really love this look. And then also for this video, I am going to be using a $21 brush set for you guys. So I'm going to show you guys that you can completely beat your face with affordable products. Like, you don't have to have the high-end makeup, you don't have to have the expensive brushes, and you still can get a complete beat face. So the brushes that I use throughout the tutorial are from Vanity Planet, and these are the brushes. So you can get this brush set for $21, but in order to get it for that price, you have to use my discount code NitraaB, and this is a really great brush set. So it has 15 different brushes, and the brushes are synthetic. I've actually used these brushes in a makeup tutorial before, but I kind of wanted to reintroduce them and let you guys know that they are really great quality. And I used only these brushes for my face, and as you guys can tell, the face is still beat to full capacity. I didn't add any additional brushes, so I just wanted to let you guys know that you can beat the face with affordable brushes. So again, this entire set for $21. I love the fact that they're synthetic brushes because that makes it a little bit easier to clean, and you don't have to worry about them harboring bacteria or anything like that. So this is a really great deal, and if you guys are interested, I will have a link listed below and also the discount code. And throughout the tutorial, I use different products from e.l.f., Maybelline, Milani. Like I told you guys, 100% drugstore, and I really love the way that the look turned out. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this beat affordable look, then go ahead and continue watching. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on the brows, and today I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. cream brow liner. So it's pretty much like a eyeliner, but it's brown. So I'm gonna be using the angled brush by Vanity Planet. So I just pick up a little bit at first and then pick up more as I need it. So now that I have the shape of my brows, I'm gonna go in with this 3-in-1 palette. It's a shadow, brow, and liner palette, and it has a lot of different shades of brown. So I really love that you can use it for several different things, but I'm going to use the darkest color, and I'm just going to fill in my brows. Now I'm using the e.l.f. concealer palette with one of the Vanity Planet brushes, and I'm just sculpting out my brows. My eyes, so I'm gonna go back in with this e.l.f. palette, which again has these nice neutral shades. So I'm gonna be using this shade right here with the Vanity Planet Fluffy brush, and I'm just going to apply this color to my crease. And when I'm using a smaller fluffy brush, I just like to do circular motions because I feel like that makes it a little bit easier to blend out the shadow. So I just blend it back and forth in the crease like that, and then I like to go back and do these small circular motions just to really buff everything in. So it's really crazy. It looks like I've already applied 2 shadows to my eye, but I've actually only applied this one color, but it looks like I've applied a lighter color and then a darker color to the crease. So I'm not really sure what's giving it that effect, but I did use this fluffy brush. So now I'm going to take this eyeshadow by Maybelline. It's in the shade Nude Glow. It's a really beautiful shade. So there's a swatch of it. And I'm just gonna pack the eyeshadow on this flat shader brush. Not applying any Fix Plus or anything to it. It's a really beautiful color. It's really, really pretty. Now I'm taking the darker brown out of that e.l.f. palette and I'm just going into the crease. So now I am using a darker shadow, so you should be able to really be able to tell the difference. And this is just the dome-shaped brush by Vanity Planet. So it's been a while since I've done any wing liners, so today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Super Slim Infallible Liner to do so. And now for my mascara, I'm going in with this L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. And I really love this mascara because it just makes my real eyelashes really long. And it is waterproof, which I like, especially in the summertime, because if I'm applying mascara to my bottom lashes, I don't want it to run. And sometimes if I don't use waterproof, it will run a little bit. And I'm just popping on a pair of fake eyelashes. I didn't have any from the drugstore on hand, but these lashes are really worth the price because you can reuse them like, I swear, 30 times. So it actually ends up being pretty affordable if you add up every time that you get to use them. So one of my favorite primers from the drugstore is this Milani Prime Shield, and this is a really great primer if you have oily skin and also large pores. You guys know I suffer from both of those, so I love that this primer kind of acts as a double whammy. And I mainly like to focus it on my nose and my cheek area, and then also on my smile lines, because those can get a little bad. So for foundation, we're gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation, and I'm using the shade Tan. And I'm using this flat top brush by Vanity Planet, and this actually does a really great at blending out your foundation. It's really easy to work with. So as you guys can tell, foundation is blending in really nicely, and this is a great foundation, especially for the price. Definitely cannot beat it with a stick. And to really make sure that the foundation is nice and blended, I like to hold the brush a little bit further away from the ferrule and just kind of tap all over. And this works really well with this brush. So yeah. So to conceal and give me a highlighted look, I'm using this CoverGirl concealer, and this one's really nice because you just spin it and the product comes out the top. So I don't need too much here. Just gonna apply it under my eyes, a little bit on my forehead, and then a little bit on my chin. So I'm blending it out with this flat foundation painter brush. That's what I like to call it because it literally reminds me of a paintbrush. And this is like an old school foundation brush. I remember everybody used to use these back in the day. So I'm just gonna use this to blend out the concealer. And then I'm going to go in with another brush by Vanity Planet just to just buff it in a little bit better. And just to make sure that that concealer doesn't crease throughout the day, I'm going in with this e.l.f. powder, and it's actually called the Soft Luminous. So I'm gonna take this large powder brush and just apply it underneath my eyes and all the places that I applied the concealer. So for my contour, I'm using this e.l.f. contour palette, and I'm gonna be using this shade right here. And for my nose contour, I'm gonna use this Dome brush by Vanity Planet. And just to tone it down a little bit, I'm going over the nose contour with this powder brush. And now with the angled brush by Vanity Planet, using the same contour shade, I'm just going to apply it to the hollows of my cheeks. So using another e.l.f. palette for my blush, I'm gonna use this shade right here. And I'm just using this kabuki brush. I'm tapping off the excess. So usually my go-to eyeliner for the waterline is the Ardency In, but today for a drugstore version, I'm using this LA Girl Glide. And as you guys can tell, it glides on really easily as well, better than some of the high-end ones. So I would also highly recommend this eyeliner because you don't really have to tug at your eyes to get it really nice and dark. Just applying a little bit of mascara to my bottom lashes. And again, this is waterproof because I don't want it to run in case I start sweating or something. And because I do want to look really nice and glowy, I'm going to use a powder highlight. So I'm using this Wet n Wild palette, and it has 4 different highlighter shades in it. This is what it looks like. This is actually my first time using this. So I'm gonna mix this shade and this shade together. And I'm using this type of highlighter brush, which I normally wouldn't gravitate towards a highlighter brush like this. But since it's what's in the brush set, I'm gonna use it. You guys can tell that's a pretty nice glow. So for my lips, I'm gonna use this LA Girl lip pencil in the shade Sugar and Spice. And the lip color I'm using is by Maybelline, and this is in the shade Amazonian. And then I'm gonna top it off with this nude color in the shade Driver. Alright, my little love bugs, so that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to see more affordable videos, then be sure to let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to check out the Vanity Planet brushes. Right now you can get them for $21 if you use my discount code NitraaB70. A really great deal. So everything is listed in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye!